guys, welcome to Tobi TV channel. How now day? Alright, so in today's update, I'm going to show you the event that happened with Ngozi Oraboeze and the Biafran leadership, okay, and also with what is happening currently with most of the states in the zoo. Most individuals and most states and communities are now beginning to identify with Biafra, thereby saying that Biafra is their state. I'm going to let you guys watch this video. We have two different updates with it in this particular video. And I want you to please take your time and watch this video to the very end so as not to lose any of the information that this video would have provided. Alright, so let's see the video. But just in case it's the first time you're also meeting me or you're seeing this channel, do as well to subscribe, like, and comment on the videos for more updates with regards to what's happening in Biafran land and that of the Biafra in exile and everything that concerns Biafra, the zoo country, and beyond. All right, let's stay updated, and I'll be right back.
You said these are the languages that made up the Biafran nation. Thank you, sir. Maze, please kindly tell Biafran your name, and while you go on your native dialect, let Biafran know exactly what is going on here today.
Thank you very much, my brother. My name is Kemanwe Peter Inimotimikame Golkumo. I am from Ikibri in Yenagoa local government area of Paisa State in Biafra land. Thank you very much. I'm representing my people, the Zone people. We are many here. I am representing my state coordinator and the deputy. I am still also representing my Zone nation. And as you can see, we are very many here. So as we are here, we have represented the Zone lands, which some people feel that a zone is not part of Biafra, when a zone is the place that gave that name Biafra.
You're right and positive. It's true, sir.
Biafra. Say, yes. So if you want fact, I will still prove it to you. But today, we are standing on all protocols observed. I want to use my language to talk to my people.
Let's go ahead, sir.
Yes. Is on noir? Yeah. Is on noir? Yeah. Bere mi keme ba bere afa keme ni zon to ba meno mene peye. E mene keme we ni motimi keme golkumo. Peter e kibiri ketombo. Ora momo yele mene. Ben ba iri me nam mazi nam di kano omo tebe da we be. Omo na da omo na nyimo. Zuke mama momie ba ora mi he. Ana ben ba do mo na dibu mu ne ke ba. Oba bedu edibe mazuke mama meno munu bedu edibida mama no timba muna ona. We are here. Whether gone or whatever, artillery or whatever, we are here to bury our father and our mother. It is on to bring Bible come say man siritier. Say you be o kereka ibeka mia, ipo kama kasi yake mia, ikereka si yake ipo kama mia ko. Bring Bible bola mo munu mena kazo zo bo mo. Kama say sirite Biafra ka barapo. Seneba be akoba fa be zabo fa tuba manono shake almost work or dog woman baraba kurobo emene ye need them. And when you see the weather is dark, you should know that there is going to be rain. Yes. So it's okay mama na men serio sele mi de bo mara fa no mun seritie anike ba ka zone bo brat malam na ba very
All right. This is so unique and so wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
When we interpret who we are, people should understand that this thing runs in our blood. It is not a pride that it's not a coincidence that Chukwu Kabiam has created us and placed us in this wonderful part of this contraction called Nigeria. At the same time, we want to get another dialect that will give us the flavor of what the unity is all about. You know, when we talk about unity, we mean exactly what we are saying. So, women and the livelihood of a woman, this is where every riddle is taken from. Everything about life begins from here. So we want to let you know the women are formidable in terms of restoring the fatherland. Let's talk to one of them and let her give us what she has to say about the Biafran.
Oh, hey, Biafra. Oh, hey, Biafra. My name is I am here today. I'm very glad and grateful to be among the living, and not only the living, in the blessed is last 1 minute. Then I go money up me. Sa o funa no say ni la lo yen na yo. That's we go to put a single or take anybody. When this mo ya go because that's we go. Ya so keni. Ni oviena ni bena wule ni boyo. Me ba ko be bie wo. O you know be bie na gba me I so yen Biafra I like those right now. E Biafra on anybody. E Biafra anybody be na Biafra. E Biafra no sneni yo. Ko you fear na ko police yo ko akigbe pie me ni sem ne ro me. And then if you need to fear ni ya se ni. No no be Biafra muro mi fear na dale. Fear Dalawa. Permit me to sing a song to my people. Biafra, you are many desi. Body Biafra, you are many desi. Body almost you are many desi. Oh my God. Biafra, you are many desi.
Go ahead and welcome our special guest, Attorney Levy. Please go ahead and introduce yourself.
I am.
Hi, can you hear me? Yes?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Very good. Yes, I've been working, as you know, some of you have been working with Biafra for a long time. Today, I'm here in the capacity of a representative of the Organization of Emerging African States. That's the organization, international governmental organization that Biafra is a founding member of in 2011. And the Organization of Emerging African States is highly concerned about the continued detention of the Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. And we have therefore had a board meeting and we've done an investigation of his detention as well as the detention of Biafra's best ally, Ayaba Cho Lucas of Amazonia, who is also detained on similar charges in Norway. And we've looked into this, and the Organization of Emerging African States has come to some conclusions, and we're issuing a public declaration today regarding your Prime Minister, as well as Ayaba Lucas Cho. There's these two cases are linked. As you know, Prime Minister Ekpa was taken into custody by the Finland authorities, and he remains there under investigation. What you may not know is the conditions of his detention are very harsh. Solitary confinement. His access to the outside world is limited. So we know this because we have debriefed 3 of the other 4 detainees who have since been released. There's very serious concerns on the part of OES about how they were treated. So this was done, and we believe the conditions that Cho are imprisoned under in Norway are quite similar. In Norway and Finland, of course, they could imprison people, detain people, they call it, on remand, almost indefinitely while they continue to investigate the allegations. The main concern, besides the conditions imprisonment of the OAS, which we are very distressed about, the main concern is how these allegations against Cho and Ekpa came about, and who was behind these allegations. Was it the government of Finland and Norway? No, they are complicit in this, but we know that in August, a delegation of Nordic ministers, including the foreign minister of Finland, went to Abuja, where they met with representatives of Nigerian government and ECOWAS. And at that time, it was noted that in the Nigerian press, the foreign minister of Finland was quoted as saying that she would soon have Simon Ekpa arrested. Now, at the time, the prime minister was aware of that, and we just kind of wrote that off. Well, Simon Ekpa, he's a EU citizen. This cannot happen. This is just the Nigerian press. But what was that meeting about of the Nordic ministers and the Nigerians in ECOWAS? Well, it had to do with political and economic favors that were being exchanged. And shortly thereafter, of course, Lucas Cho was arrested in Norway in August. And again, we thought, well, maybe that's just a coincidence. But now we see Simon Ekpa arrested in November of this year on similar charges. So it's clear that this is a quid pro quo situation. It has the appearance here, the OAS, that Norway and Finland were promised favors by the Nigerian and Cameroonian governments. And in exchange for those favors, they were to deliver up or at least take out of circulation, neutralize Simon Ekpa and Ayaba Lucas Cho. So, and that is indeed what happened. And that is indeed the appearance here. And I might point out, both Ekpa and Cho are EU citizens of Finland and Germany. That did not matter. They are sitting there in solitary confinement right now, facing charges. Now, what are the charges? Well, very similar. In the case of Cho in Norway, it is something to do with instigating crimes against humanity using the internet or some nonsense like that. And in the case of the prime minister, similar charges, except they're throwing the word terrorism about that they're investigating. Somehow he's involved with terrorism. They don't even, specify what the terrorist organization is or what's going on with that. So the allegations are coming directly from the oppressors, from Cameroon and Nigeria. And both Cameroon and Nigeria are well-known human rights abusers. Of course, I don't need to tell you as Biafrans what has happened in Biafra and Nigeria as a whole in the last 20 years. I don't need to tell you what's going on in neighboring Ambazonia for the last 5 years or more. How many people have been killed? How many people are killed each year in Nigeria? This is a fact. Yet, Finland and Norway are taking the allegations from these two countries that are the human rights abusers. So we have a lot of concern about the source of the allegations, because if there are human rights abuses, it is the direct fault of Nigeria. It's the direct fault of Cameroon. If people are defending themselves after years of being subjugated to this, that is the fault of the oppressing governments. That's not a crime. So we have a concern. And of course, it's not like Norway and Finland don't know the circumstances. As you know, there was a large report issued a few months ago about the deaths of Christians in Nigeria over the last few years. But yet they're taking the information from the Nigerian government. And we see General Musa making the head of the Nigerian armed forces, making public pronouncements just in the last few weeks that he will neutralize Simon Ekpa, remove him from circulation. And we see the state governors in Nigeria saying the same thing, making new allegations against Simon Ekpa. So, and we see their mouthpieces in the Nigerian press and the provocateurs that are part of the security system making the same allegations. So OAS is very concerned that the governments of Norway and Finland are conducting an investigation based on information that is solely provided by human rights abusers. The people who are responsible for the crimes are the ones who are accusing Simon Ekpa of the crime. So we're concerned about that. And we're coming forward with our declaration, which is in the hands of the DPM, and which we will be distributing worldwide in the next few days. We also are suggesting that if Finland and Norway are really doing an investigation of what is going on in Cameroon and Nigeria and Ambazonia and Biafra, that when they do actually discover war crimes, genocide, and crimes against humanity, which we know have happened,